just received some massive news from Ubisoft, and apparently they just revealed a brand new intro which is going to be playing for all the upcoming Assassin's Creed games, starting from Assassin's Creed Shadows. Ubisoft actually posted this on Twitter for the first time, and this just looks absolutely insane. Check this out. Woo. You transition all the way to Ezio, Connor. Oh my goodness, all the assassins, every single one, are going to be showing up. And then you finally see Assassin's Creed. So there's like no name or whatsoever. It's just like Assassin's Creed. That's pretty much it. And it looks so freaking cool. This is going to be like the first ever intro. No matter any Assassin's Creed games that you start up, this is the one thing that's going to be playing as soon as you start up the game. Because now that they've created something called as the Animus Hub, so this means that all the Assassin's Creed games are now combined into this one hub, and it's going to feature like all Assassin's Creed games in different assassins, different timelines, where I can jump between all the different timelines, whereas your character, or maybe it's probably going to be a player-creator character in the modern-day storyline, is going to be able to jump into different timelines and different storylines of all the other Assassin's Creed games inside of this hub. Apart from this, Ubisoft also gave us a ton more information. Now let's start off with the first one. Assassin's Creed Shadows weepy executive producer Mark Alexis Cote sheds light on the game and the brand's direction. Now starting off, the first thing that Mark Alexis Cote mentioned, so this new Animus Hub is going to be like a starting point of all the upcoming Assassin's Creed games, and they're going to take it into a similar route as to what Call of Duty has done. Like they've created this hub where all the different Call of Duty games are going to be combined into this one place where you can just log in, and then you can basically choose all the different Call of Duty games that you want to hop into. But then with Animus Hub, you're actually going to be playing inside the game, where you're going to take over this modern day storyline character, which most probably I think it's going to be like some sort of a player created modern day storyline character is going to be connected to this online hub where you can meet all the other online players, like a base of operation, pretty much like what we have seen in Tom Clancy's The Division. Like you can see all the agents running around in this one small hub. So it's probably going to be something like that, where you're going to be inside of an Abstergo Entertainment headquarters, and that's where you're going to have all of these different Animus stations where you can go sleep in the Animus tub, and that's going to allow you to choose whatever different timelines and different Assassin's Creed games that you want to jump into. So that's kind of like the starting point of how it's going to be working, and that's what Mark Alexis Curtis informed here. And he also said that this is going to be reinforcing the brand's core identity. It's not going to be like all these different Assassin's Creed games anymore, or just exploring all the different timelines. It's now going to be a brand of its own, like Call of Duty, Battlefield, and now it's going to be Assassin's Creed, which is going to have both campaigns as well as multiplayers, types of game modes, which they're going to be introducing up in the future as well. Where all the upcoming Assassin's Creed games are now going to be consisted together, which means that every single title that's going to be releasing after AZ Shadows is now going to be combined together. Now I don't know if they're going to be combining all the previous Assassin's Creed games or not. I kind of feel like, they might leave behind all the previous old Assassin's Creed games up until Assassin's Creed Mirage, and now they're just going to focus on everything that happens in the future. Because now that they have like a full-on timeline of all the scheduled upcoming Assassin's Creed games, they seem to have like so many different titles. And the best part is that they're going to be remaking all the old Assassin's Creed games once again, and all of those remade game of the first original titles are now going to be once again part of the Animus Hub. But the good part is that it's going to be a remake version. So it's actually going to compete against the current standards of gaming in terms of graphics, in terms of gameplays, and every single mechanism, because obviously some of the old Assassin's Creed games, it's really unplayable right now because the controls are different. The graphics are kind of a bit more outdated with old Assassin's Creed games. And that's one of the reasons why many new players or new to Assassin's Creed titles, they don't really know what old Assassin's Creed games usually represented. And that's probably what's going to be changing now, since they are now going to remake all of those old school games, and it's now going to be part of this whole new hub. Now, Cortez also says that Desmond's death actually put the brand for our creative crossroads, where they are now exploring many different ways in order to, tell the story of modern day. And this time it seems like the modern day is going to be enhancing the historical stories of future games, and starting with Assassin's Creed Shadows, it seems like the modern day is actually going to be a very huge part of Assassin's Creed games moving forward this time, especially with the Enemies Hub. They're just, kind of completely reintroducing as to how this whole modern day concept is going to be working, because previously we saw that Desmond played like a whole new storyline of its own with the new modern day storylines, and now I feel like it's going to be something that's going to be related to like this online marketing system where you as players, and as they also keep releasing more online multiplayer games, I think all of those things are also going to be related to like this modern day storyline. So it kind of just makes me wonder if this game is going to be completely online all the time, and whether or not if you can play any of the future Assassin's Creed games in an offline mode without internet connection. So that's something that kind of just concerns me, but hopefully they give an option where some people who don't have the internet, they don't of course get to access all the features inside of the Enemies Hub, and even explore some of the daily challenges or microtransaction markets that's going to be available in the game. But apart from that, I hope that they give an option where you can simply just play the game as you like without really having to need the internet. So if Ubisoft, if someone is watching this, make sure that that's going to be an option that's included in the game, because a lot of people are not going to like the fact that if the game is going to require like a complete internet connection, it's definitely not going to be welcome in a very positive way. And that's just my opinion. If you guys think the same, let Ubisoft know in the comments down below. Would you guys like to see a game that's completely 100% online requirement, or do you think that they should, give an option where the game can also be played in the offline mode, whereas you're going to be losing some of the features that's going to be available with the Enemies Hub. The court has also commented on the recent attack that, Insider Gaming has been making recently. There was this article which I covered in my last video. If you guys haven't watched that, make sure to go ahead and see it. It seems like, the media is basically attacking Ubisoft at this point, and for whatever reason, since there is a lot of hate that's going on, they just want to jump into the bandwagon and get as much views or like clicks as they possibly can, because, hating Ubisoft is like the new trend stuff. And yes, I get it. It's kind of fun sometimes, hating Ubisoft because they do some stupid stuff most of the times, but sometimes, they don't deserve it as well. But due to all the trends and all that stuff that's just going on in the gaming industry as of now, people just, love to talk bad stuff about Ubisoft in general. And that's exactly what's going on. And Mark Alexis Cotes, he apparently seems to have addressed this issue where all of his words are now being twisted and then making it seem like, the game is not worth it with Assassin's Creed Shadows. Now, honestly, man, as far as what I can see, the introduction that Ubisoft has just created right now, it looks pretty good. Honestly, in my opinion, it just looks so freaking good from whatever we currently have with just Ubisoft logo popping up. I think this one actually looks pretty good. It actually gives us like a more into the feel of what Assassin's Creed games represent. And I like the fact that they actually used Ezio here, like one of the most iconic characters. Like you can even see like the cut on his face. That's like the most iconic thing that even Desmond Miles had. You see, we have a couple of assassins here. I think they're most probably going to keep adding all the new assassins. Like if there's a new Assassin's Creed game, they're most probably going to keep changing like the characters over here. I don't think they're going to be permanent, right? Because right now we only see that it's Ezio. Let's see how many assassins we have here. So this one is Altair. Again, we have Altair jumping all the way through, Altair, and then we move on to Ezio from Assassin's Creed 2, and then we move on to Ezio in Assassin's Creed Brotherhood. And here you go. We get a clean look of his face. That's awesome, dude. And then we got Connor Kenway, and we got the girl from Liberation. I completely forgot her name. But yeah, I wasn't a huge fan of Liberation game, but still, I know a lot of people did find it interesting. But we got Edward Kenway, we got Arno Dorian, we got the Frey twins, we got Bayek, Cassandra, Eivor, Basim, and now finally we got the new Shinobi. So apparently it seems like all of these new assassins are just going to keep getting added in. So let me know down below in the comments, guys, what do you guys think about this whole new introduction that Ubisoft has just come up with? Do you think it's awesome? And if you think it's good, then you guys know what to do. Drop a like on this video, show your support, and let Ubisoft know, because some of the developers, they actually do end up watching these videos, and they kind of just, you know, tend to get some feedbacks from fans in the comment section of YouTube videos or even Twitter posts and all that stuff. So your support in terms of giving them some creative criticism is actually going to help a lot in order to make the future of Assassin's Creed games much better. So just take a few seconds of your valuable time, leave a comment down below if you want to see something new being added to Assassin's Creed Animus Hub, and let's just cross our fingers and hope Ubisoft listens to us. And now with that being said, hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys on the next one. Subscribe if you guys want to stay updated with all the latest and the greatest information, news, and every single thing about all the information that you guys need about upcoming games is going to be available on this channel. And now I've recently just started uploading 4 videos per day, so you can always stay updated with every single information that you need in the gaming industry. So what are you waiting for? Subscribe, turn the notifications on, and I will see you guys on the next one. Until then, take it easy, fams, and goodbye.